Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working. Bad news for Terrence Bud Crawford. Manny Pacquiao finally admits that he is actually leaning towards Mikey Garcia, but he's still open to Terrence Crawford. And we're gonna go over the quotes and all that in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Before I get started, make sure you guys click the link in the description of all of my videos and get TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is a browser extension and it'll help you level up your content in a hurry. I've used TubeBuddy for years on my channel successfully. I've scaled up from 0 subscribers, in which I started, all the way to 20,000 plus. So it takes money to make money. If you're serious about YouTube, consider TubeBuddy. Click my link in the description and give that a spin. Now, let's talk about it. Manny Pacquiao next fight. Boxer is favoring Mikey Garcia over Terrence Crawford. Brand new article. Manny Pacquiao has said his return to the boxing ring may not be against Terrence Crawford as previously suggested, despite originally saying his next fight would more than likely be against Crawford. And this article is saying that, but I don't remember Pacquiao ever saying it's more than likely against Crawford. Says the 42-year-old has confirmed he is favoring a bout with Mikey Garcia. He told ABS-CBN News. Speaking to ABS-CBN News, Pacquiao said, we're leaning towards Mikey Garcia, but we are also talking to Crawford. So he says we're leaning towards Mikey Garcia, but we are also talking to Crawford. It depends on who I get to face. What's important is I'm ready. So he said he ready like Tevin Campbell. Lag out. Earlier this year, it seemed Pacquiao was set to fight Conor McGregor. You know, I'm not going to get into that. Conor McGregor lost to a guy he had already beat, Dustin Poirier, so that fight was considered scrap. Pacquiao has not fought since July 2019, where he fought Keith Thurman, beat him split decision, MGM Las Vegas. This inactivity cost the Filipino his title, and Dennis Ugas was bumped up. He said he's in shape, aiming for a comeback. Quote, we never really got complacent. We've always continuously worked out, right? We kept playing basketball aside from boxing. Actually, right after my fight, the last time with Keith Thurman, I didn't work out boxing, but I kept playing basketball. The 33-year-old Garcia took part in his fight almost a year ago with Jesse Vargas, blah, blah, blah. Garcia hinted that a deal had been reached to enter the ring with Pacquiao, but it's unknown if the latter will receive $40 million per that he wanted to fight Crawford. So that's the latest, bro. Pacquiao, the bottom line is Manny Pacquiao is saying out of his own mouth that, who's that? Hold on. Let me get to Pacquiao's page. The Lord knows what I want. He is my shepherd. So, Manny Pacquiao, he said previously, just you do the math. It looks like Ego Stradamus will strike again. We will see. This could be very bad news for Terrence Crawford. And more on that in a second. But what we do know is Manny Pacquiao previously stated he wants $40 million to fight against Terrence Crawford. In a pandemic, do not know if a fight versus Crawford, that type of money is available. What we do know is that Manny Pacquiao has now told ABS-CBN News that he is favoring Mikey Garcia, but no one has been selected officially, meaning he hasn't confirmed it. Even if it could be done behind the scenes and he just not at a point where he's ready to announce it. So we'll see. We'll see if Ego Stradamus strikes again. I told you, in my opinion, Pacquiao is not fighting Crawford next. Again, there's so many different avenues I could go down, but the skinny of it is this. Manny Pacquiao was with Top Rank. Top Rank had their fighters on HBO. Crawford is still currently with Top Rank, and Crawford was on HBO. Then Top Rank later moved and went to ESPN. Crawford and Pacquiao at a time were on ESPN together. And they never fought. They were in or around the same divisions. Pacquiao has fought at a catch weight of, I believe, 143 with Chris Algieri. And the names were synonymous. HBO wanted it. They interviewed Crawford after his fight with Thierry Jean and mentioned the Pacquiao fight. Crawford's team said they would take the Pacquiao fight, yada, yada, yada. But yet and still, the fight never manifested and never came into fruition. Now, in a pandemic, I think Mikey Garcia is the likely candidate. And I've been saying that well before Mikey Garcia did an interview and said that he's gonna fight Pacquiao and stuff like that. It makes all the sense in the world. If there was a time to fight Crawford and Pacquiao, it was probably when they were both with Top Rank. Now he's 42 years old and he's coming off of a layoff. And I'm not saying Pacquiao is afraid, but Crawford is undefeated with all knockouts at welterweight versus Mikey Garcia probably has 2 fights at welterweight, right? Jesse Vargas and the Errol Spence, and he has a loss at welterweight. And Pacquiao's coming off a long layoff himself. So to me, the more rational, rest in peace to Black Mamba, make sure you put your prayer hands in the comment section. The more logical fight to me, the fact that Pacquiao's 42 years old, he hasn't fought since July. I was at that fight, 2019. It just makes more sense that we get a Mikey Garcia fight. Now, the other thing is Mikey Garcia comes from a fight family. His trainer/brother is a 2-time champion. And at the end of the day, his brand is his brand is different than Crawford. I'm not saying Crawford doesn't have fans, because he does, but Mikey has kind of proven metrics, in recent history. Like, for example, Crawford's last fight was against, so basically, a man fight with Arrow and Terrence Crawford. Realistically, he fought Kell Brook in the bubble per Top Rank with no crowd. Mikey Garcia fought in, I think it was San Antonio, against Jesse Vargas and did whatever crowd, but it was probably like 8,000-10,000, something like that. He also fought against Errol Spence. I was at that fight, AT&T Stadium, and there are nearly 50,000 people there. So this seems more bankable. Also, this is just speculation on my part, but if this fight were to happen with Mikey Garcia, I could definitely see it being on PBC with Fox, and they have a established pay-per-view system. So I think it's easier, depending on the success of the fight, since you're asking for the fans' buy-in, it's easier to guarantee and facilitate these higher end paychecks, because he'll get a actual salary, and a guaranteed wage, but then Manny Pacquiao will also make money on the back end. Versus Top Rank and ESPN, the new network of Top Rank, they haven't really established really any analytics of success in the pay-per-view market. Their best fight last year was clearly Teofimo and Lomachenko, the most anticipated fight, and they put it on regular ESPN and ESPN Plus, right? Same thing with other fights like Berchelt and Valdez, regular ESPN, ESPN Plus. So outside of, a prince or a king of a kingdom or something, which to me is not likely, bidding some kind of outrageous wage for a site fee for Pacquiao Crawford, I don't see it happening. Pacquiao fighting in Dubai and Qatar and all this stuff that they're talking about. I really don't. So I think the logical choice is not. I told you it wasn't Ryan Garcia. That was accurate. And I think it's going to be Mikey. So it's just my opinion. We'll see if Ego Stradamus will be right or wrong. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, Ego signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.